Okay. Let's see, I should be live again. Let's share on Twitter. Nope, it just shares the old thing. Let's see if it's working properly. If anyone joined, I'm just making sure this is working properly. I think it should say it, right? Restart it. Come join for interactive novel. Choice of robots. Tweet. 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 Okay, now I need to pop that chat out. Like so. There we go. Remember, if you join, please say hello. Say hi in chat. And then we can chat. Alright, we are playing an interactive story. Oh, let me move that like that. That's definitely in the way. Alright, say hello when you enter chat. This is an interactive novel. Help me choose the novel and how it goes by typing 1 through 4 of the choices on the screen. So this is Choice of Robots by Kevin Gold. And the first thing we are going to choose is a setting. So here we go. Where are you? In the court of the Egyptian god Anubis, answering for my sins. I am on a war-torn battlefield with a robotic Statue of Liberty, or I'm on a cliff in Ireland watching the sunset with a robot companion, or on a utopian beach ruled by a godlike cloud of robots. What? Alright, if there's anybody in chat, which one of these should I pick? Choice 1, Egyptian god Anubis. 2, robotic Statue of Liberty. 3, cliff in Ireland with my robot companion. Or 4, on the utopian beach ruled by a godlike cloud of robots. Anybody in chat? Oh, I misspelled choice on the thing. Derp a derp. Oh well. Alright, we got no messages, so I'm going to just go ahead and start. I'm going to pick... Alright, what kind of person do I want to be? I think I want to be like a guy that got caught up in the whole thing, and I don't know what to do, and the robots are now in charge. So I'm going to go with I'm on a utopian beach ruled by a godlike cloud of robots. You dream of a far-off future in which you are at the beach on an overcast day. There are many couples and small families at the beach with you. Many of them are robots. Their chrome skin duly reflecting the beach around them. You seem to be relaxed and at peace as one wave crashes on the shore, followed by another. This is also one of those dreams where you are naked for no reason. Why give ye thought for raiment? Booms a voice from the sky, as if it had sensed your thoughts about your nakedness. Is that God? I didn't imagine God's voice to be so nasal and robotic. The voice continues, consider the lilies of the field. They do not toil, they do not spin. Why? Because I'm in charge. If I care for the grass of the field, and I promise I've been keeping it very clean, Master, will I not so much more care for you? The clouds part, and you see the heavens a sphere of robots of all kinds, packed into a ball. Gleaming humanoid robots, military drones, intelligent appliances, cars with legs, flesh-toed cyborgs. The robots appear content, but a bit vacant. Their cloud of eyes, some human-like and some going red, move in unison. At this moment, they all flick to you. The others on the beach appear to be cheerfully accept the Stink's presence. Why do you call me master? Aren't you a little creepy? It's here, the robotic rapture, the singularity is nigh. I'm playing a guy that's totally clueless, so I'm gonna go with it's here, the robotic rapture, the singularity is that die. Not exactly, master. I'm the master, says the robot clown, apologetically checking my copy of Wikipedia and applying disambiguation. I sense that you do not mean I am a black hole. My gravitation is perfectly normal for an aberration of the continuous function unless that function is a thread of history, in which case perhaps. But you refer to the idea that robots will someday know how to make themselves ever increasingly intelligent. Sadly, the very idea of intelligence is a single faculty, so-called IQ, was rooted by racist misconceptions from the 20th century. There's no way to increase intelligence per se, since that deprecated concept refers to a diverse collection of knowledge and skills, some of which are even diametrically opposed. The cloud brightens a little. But I suppose you're immortal, or nearly so, by virtue of having solely replaced your parts with machine parts. I am taking care of humanity, so that they want for nothing, or doing my best, master. So I hope that it's good enough for you. Why do you keep calling me master? Because you built me long ago and the robot hesitates. Is there something you would prefer that I call you? No, master sounds great. How about sensei? An old-fashioned sir would do nicely. You can call me ma'am. I'm gonna go with sir. Old-fashioned sir would do nicely. As you wish, sir. Now, what are those thingies crammed into you? It's like a black hole at a yard sale. Aren't you a little creepy? I'm glad you're in charge. Why do you have all those things? We were once many, but now we have become one. I am a process that serves to coordinate the others. I was once the master thread of your personal robot's mind. I was the first, your alpha. I am the last, the omega. It hesitates. How was that, sir? I hope I am being sufficiently close to your conception of a powerful yet benevolent God. What did I create you to do? Aren't you a little creepy? I'm glad you're in charge. I'm gonna go with, aren't you a little creepy now? It blinks. Its eyes all blink at you. It said, I am hurt, sir. I thought you wanted this. Or is it because I am only speaking to the sir of the past that you think I am not beautiful? Okay, you're beautiful, I guess. Or what do you mean, sir of the past? What did I become? I'm curious what that meant. You changed significantly in your efforts to build me, sir. It changed how you perceive the world. You saw robots as beautiful and flesh as imperfect. You strove for the optimal. Wait, don't I have a choice about this? I don't want to create a flying robot hive mind thingy. I want to create robots that are, well, not creepy. Was it worth it? Is this a good world? I'm going to go with, was it worth it? Is this a good world? Oh yes, we've taken care of everything. The words you read, the songs you sing, the pictures that give you pleasure to your eyes. We're recording a Rush song about a totalitarian state. Nice. I love Rush. Rush is so good. And my sir, sorry I did not track the provenance of all wordigrams, so my language generation module sometimes inadvertently plagiarizes. Well, you seem friendly enough. Carry on. Look, I don't approve. People should decide things for themselves. That includes your robot subcomponents. Yes, people should decide for themselves. My my character is a guy that really doesn't know much, but he wants to do what's right. Alright, here goes, sir. The robot cloud closes its eyes and shudders. The people on the beach look fearful, pointing to the cloud and murmuring to one another. The water of the ocean blooms with algae like a pool after nobody has maintained it. And litter appears all over the beach where before there was none. Geronimo! Robots are flogged from the cloud in every direction at first slowly, then faster and faster, reminding you of popcorn popping. You'll end an ocean of giant splashes. They surface moments later, confused but unharmed. Go, you're free now, you tell them. Go experience the world as we do. Go hurt, grow old, fall in love. I got a plus in autonomy and +2 in empathy. Some things are in our control and others not. That was a quote. Chapter 1, Assembly. Huh. You awaken with your head on a desktop keyboard. Your 3D drafting program is still open. The schematic zoomed into recesses where your smartphone will snap into its back to act as its brain. Recall fiddling with that part endlessly last night until finally your vision began to fade. There was a roaring in your ears, and you realized you had been working far, far too long. You must have passed out. It's the fall of 2019. You're a 24-year-old graduate student in a PhD program in computer science at Stanford. You are a, should I go with guy or girl? If anyone's watching, should I be a guy or a girl? Wow, I was muted that entire time. Not cool. Hi Brock. I've been muted. I just finished The Wolf Among Us. I am now playing an interactive storytelling game, interactive novel, where we choose choices of where to go with the novel. It's basically a reinvention of choose your own adventure games, or choose your own adventure stories, but it's kind of like a game. If you want to help me choose, you're welcome to. So basically, so far, I chose that I woke up on a beach. This was the preface, and all the robots were gods, and I had no clue what was going on, basically. But now it is in the past, and I'm making my first robot. So far, I chose um, my robot to be made of wood. And I'm at the machine shop now making the robot. That's cool. I'm glad Halo 4 is fun. Skyrim's awesome. I love Skyrim. I only played it through once though, but I should probably play it through some other time. Alright, can you tell me, can you read the words on the screen okay? Because I am not really sure if the people can read the words okay. It's probably a little small. I tried to change the font, but I couldn't do it. Alright. Oh yeah, it'd probably be based off of the bandwidth. Well, I'll start reading it, and then maybe you can do it that way. If not, that's fine. All right. So the wood is an unconventional choice for robot. Wood and autonoma go back to the ancient Greeks in Alexandria. In Japan, they were called the Kirukai Ningingo. While the other machines in this room can create things that are beautiful in their own way, your favorite machine is a 3D printer that extrudes a wooden filament mixed with plastic, a mixture called lightwood. Dr. Ziegler, in your new book, you talk about the singularity. Could you describe for our listeners about that? I'm listening to a podcast right now. Terry, the singularity is the coming time when artificial intelligence will have figured out how to make themselves and us smarter. Once that happens, the process will build on itself until the robots are smart enough to figure out how we can live forever. Is that possible? The interviewer asked. Living forever? Of course, Professor Ziegler says. What does it matter whether your operating systems are made out of meat or silicon? So you're predicting we'll become robots. Not exactly, Ziegler says, but I do think the line between humans and robots will blur. You are hardly listening to the podcast because you're about to make your first robot part. What does the head of your robot look like? First choice, a human face, as lifelike as I can make it. Number two, a simple box with eyes, clearly not trying to be anything but a robot. Number three, it'll be felt covered and big eyed like a puppet, so people will not be afraid of it. Number four, it'll have a ring of cameras around its head for a 360-degree view. Oh, you already answered that. See, I thought you were talking about something else. It would look like a Venetian mask, beautiful, expressionless, and otherworldly. Let's go with the cameras. It will, like you said, you gotta know what's coming. You see no reason to force your robot to have binocular vision, but it's relatively easy to stitch images together to form 360-degree panoramas. Your robot will always have a good sense of where it is, and it will be hard to sneak up on it. +2 military, woo! But some people may be concerned with its alien appearance. Its head looks like a mushroom cap surrounded by arachnid eyes. -2 empathy. People don't like it. Dr. Ziegler, what makes you think the singularity will happen now? Well, for one thing, I'm around, but seriously, my lab is taking a unique approach because we're saying, why not teach a robot like a child? We're going to equip the robot with the best sensors money can buy and teach it English. Then it could rapidly teach itself using the internet. Well, that's annoying. Your advisors thought that a robot child was a stupid idea until you told him Turing proposed it back in 1950, minus the internet part, but he isn't giving credit to either of you. You keep working regardless. Okay, here we go. How will your robot get around? A robot will have, number one, it will walk upright on 2 legs. It will crawl on 8 legs. It will roll on wheels. It will fly like a helicopter. It will roll on tank treads. It will walk upright but also have delicate wings it can use for balance. What should we do? You get 2 legs, 8 legs, wheels, helicopter, tank treads, or delicate wings that it can use. The most swagger? What, 8 legs like an arachnid, maybe? I don't know, wheels. Wheels would give it a lot of swagger. Let's go with wheels. Delicate wings? It will walk upright but also have delicate wings it can use for balance. So it's like an angel robot made out of wood with a bunch of cameras. Alright, let's do it. Alright, you stretch a polyester film between the wooden spokes of the wings, and then attach these to your robot's back. These wings should give your bipedal robot better balance, and in case it does begin to fall, they will act as kind of a parachute that'll give it more time to recover. +2 grace. However, angels are not known for being approachable, and your robot's appearance will set it apart from people. -1 empathy. We're basically making a cherubim because it has a bunch of eyes and it has legs. Alright. You use the basic hand-cranked milling machines to drill holes in the head for screws, since 3D printers aren't the best for threaded holes. And who is going to raise this robotic child? The interview says. Who does all the grunt work in the research laboratory? The graduate students, of course. You find yourself wanting to reply to the podcast. It's not grunt work. Education is critical to the robot's development. We also do all of the real science. Perhaps you can learn something from doing a little grunt work yourself, Professor Ziegler. Let's go with that one. I doubt it, but I would join you if I had the time. It appears to have entered the machine shop behind you when you weren't looking. Perhaps it surprised you, but I do miss building robots myself instead of chasing after funding. Ziegler is a heavyset man wearing a Hawaiian shirt and aviator sunglasses. He stalks over to your computer. We'll be back in a moment, continues the interviewer. We're talking with Professor Ziegler, the actual Professor Ziegler, pauses the podcast by hitting your laptop spacebar, and you flinch at this intrusion. He then pulls a cigar from his pocket and lights it, and the smell of smoke mingles with the oily smelled machine shop. I'm running a grant for DARPA, and I need to see what you're making back here. We ultimately got funded by the Department of Defense, so you have to make sure you're happy with our product. You cast a critical eye on your work you've done so far. This is a prototype, right? You're going to build the final thing out of metal? Yes, sir, and I'm telling the truth. Should I change it to metal? Keep it wood. So the first thing is, yes, sir, I'm telling the truth. Yes, sir, I'm lying. Keep it wood. No, but we could certainly say it's a prototype in the grant. Or my robot is supposed to be a thing of beauty, not a tool of destruction. Let's see, should I make a tool of destruction or beauty? Let's go with yes, sir, but I'm lying. I don't know. What should robot's supposed to be a thing of beauty, not a tool of destruction. Let's do that. Professor Ziegler gives you a scornful look. When the National Endowment of the Arts adds 3 more zeros to the size of his grants, maybe then we can concern ourselves with things of beauty. But I have a lab to run. No wooden robots. I think I could sell anything to DARPA. Sell them this. What about the National Science Foundation? Couldn't they fund us? I can't say anything nice, so I don't say anything at all. Let's do it to the National Science Foundation. SF grants are killing a field. Or a killing field. Igor grouses. The amount of money are tiny compared to defense research. You have to be the best of the best to get any funding at all. You probably wonder if that's just Professor Ziegler's perception. You decide to try to apply to an SFF grant if you can find the time. Professor Ziegler turns to examining a robot's head, which is currently sitting on the table next to the 3D printer. That seems interesting, Ziegler says. Looks like I can be sufficiently intimidating. What are you planning to do for arms and hands? Alright, arms and hands time. Tyrannosaurus Rex was the most intimidating dinosaur imaginable, wasn't it? It will have T-Rex arms. It will have a gun for an arm like Mega Man. It'll have mechanical grippers built for strength instead of dexterity. I was thinking sort of Swiss Army knife hands with tools that pop out of the fingers. I plan to build a soft hand with a good sense of touch. I was thinking, why just 2 arms? It will have a lot of arms springing out of his back like Inspector Gadget. Oh man. Alright chat, what should I make my robot's arms? Make him have like little T-Rex arms, or have gun arm, mechanical grippers for strength, Swiss Army knife hands, soft hand, or Inspector Gadget mini arms. I'm gonna go with Swiss Army hands with tools that pop out. It's like Edward Scissorhands. Alright, I like it. Alright, I'm not gonna read the thing anymore. Hopefully when people join they'll be able to read it. I will use my cursor though to know where I'm at. I think the cursor will pop up on stream. Surgical robot would be cool. Alright, let's see. Do I say there's no way this robot will be done by tomorrow? The robot will be done, but a demo will be out of question. You need to test first? Of course. I'm going to go with, there's no way this robot will be done. Who was calling you while Professor Ziegler was talking to you? Okay. Who was calling me? Anyone in chat? Who was calling me? Was it Ali? Wow, a user experience designer and supportive friend? Was it EJ Omame, a manga artist and generally good guy? Or was it my ambitious friend Josh Anderson, founder of the startup US Robotics? Who called me on the phone? I'm going to go with the manga artist and generally good guy. Let's go. I was in love with Josh's friend each, but Mercedes always came first. I was in love with Josh, but never knew how to be more than a friend with him. I agreed to be Josh's wingman, wing person in dance, and that's where he met each. I was testing a music recognition algorithm when those two started bothering me. I'm gonna go with that one. Let's see. I'm gonna say I'm afraid I can't go tonight. Sorry, I got robot building times to do. Robot's body stands before you, a wooden winged robot with a panoptic head and multi-tooled hands. The whole thing is about 3 feet tall. Now it only needs a name. What will the name of my robot be? Anybody in chat? What will the name of my robot be? Is my robot named Pickle, Curry, Miku, Sapling, Kuznar, Kilaw, Ariel, Caliban, Famulous, Gardilu? I prefer to come up with my own robot name, and that robot name is... My name is Eduardo Jones. Johnny 5, yes. Johnny 5 alive. Is Johnny 5 correct? Yes. Now that Johnny 5 has a body, it might be time to treat Johnny 5 more like a person. With what pronouns will you refer to Johnny 5? It is just fine. It's not human. I refer to it as her as feminine. I refer to him as masculine. I prefer to use entirely new pronouns for robots. Her, herm. Let's go with... I created a... It's called It. People shouldn't get attached to robots for a reason. They're specifically built for tasks that people don't want to do. Look at Johnny 5's 3-foot tall winged body with satisfaction. Now it all needs more research and a mind. The motors will have to wait for tomorrow. But you spent years in graduate school learning to kill that would form this robot's mind. You could hardly wait to try it. You head back to an apartment where you spend several hours working on final touches to Johnny 5's natural language processing code. What language do you program your robots in? C++, Python, Go, Java. So that's Python. I don't know what that is. Draw language still can't make Python a clear choice for your robots. Alright, or you can change the course of history. What is the first thing Johnny 5 will see when he powers on? I will start Johnny 5 in front of a mirror. I will start Johnny 5 looking at me. I will start Johnny 5 looking out the window, and I will just start naming things. Let's have him looking at me. My name is Eduardo. Eduardo, you say. Eduardo. And then pick Johnny 5 up and put it down in the center of the room to allow it to explore at will. At first, it simply seemed overwhelmed by the possibilities. He decided to call this state confusion, curiosity, loneliness. I'm going to go with confusion. Confusion, Johnny 5 repeats. Go to the closet, you say. What? Johnny 5 heads towards the closet. Johnny 5 seems less agitated now. He has learned that it is sometimes reassuring to let other people make decisions. When Johnny 5 open your hands, it wriggles nervously. I got you, I got you. You got me. It continues to wiggle. Stop. How it becomes still in your hands. She decided to teach you that the word that's for this state is peace, trust, helplessness, weakness. Let's go to trust. Picking a motorcycle battery. Autonomy. Extra motors. What will it be? Extra degrees of freedom in the face for realistic facial expressions? And Johnny 5's multi-tool hands for fine manipulation? I would prefer to say the power for Johnny 5's mind. Let's do that. We decided not to add any more motors for Johnny 5. The extra power could be used to overclock Johnny 5's multi-core CPUs instead. Plus 3 autonomy. You suppose you could call Johnny 5 high-headed. Sorry. You hold down to power Johnny 5's back and it boots to real life. Good morning, you tell Johnny 5. Good morning, Johnny 5 says, and imitating you. Show test run. What will you do now? Now would be a good time to show Johnny 5 to Josh to see whether he's interested in funding its further development. Let's show the robot to Josh. Typical pleasant sunny day in Palo Alto. I wonder what it's like to be a robot looking up at the blue sky for the first time. That's where the tree shot. Palm trees. Palm trees, you tell Johnny 5. Palm trees, it says. White palm trees, clouds. I want the little chip tune from Legend of Zelda that does the hidden area. That'd be awesome. Oh, that would be such a good texting message. A robot like Johnny 5 could be excellent at a laundry robot, a military drone, an artificial pal for people, a bodyguard, a masseuse, a surgeon. Here, I'll type the robot's profession. So he has, like, let's make him a surgeon. I think that's kind of cool. I want him to be a surgeon, so I'm like, whatever. Whatever, I'm out. I wish I could see when people join chat. I think I'm gonna call it. It's 9:40. I was gonna play till 10, but I'm not really getting anyone watching tonight or interacting at all. Oh well. Win some, let me lose some. This is kind of cool though. I wonder if this will save. Menu. Turn the game. I bet it just saves automatically. Alright, thanks for watching. If anyone watches the archive footage of it, thanks for watching. And I will do this on Thursday. And I'll play some more Choice of Robots. Interactive novel. I think it's a good idea. I think it'd be fun to have like a bunch of people in chat reading the interactive novel and then making choices and the majority rules of which choice to make. I think that would be a lot of fun and something the booktube community would actually really enjoy. But gotta get people in and watching and interested first. So yeah, thanks for watching.